ahead on Daytime Buffalo, we've got the author of The Adventures of Spiki and Alien in to talk about the book and what she is doing right here in Western New York to support moms. And we have another story of good neighbors, this time the original good neighbor. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Joining me now is Jennifer Subject-Fettis, author of The Adventures of Spiki and Alien. Thank you so much for joining me, Jennifer.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so honored to be here and to share my story.
Yes, let's start talking about the first book because it actually goes a long way back, right?
It sure does. So I was 9 years old and in the third grade when I created my first character, which was Spiki. And back in the day, I guess when you were waiting for your bus to be called, the teachers like to give us a chance to draw on the chalkboard because everybody loved to grab, chalk and draw. And I just started to create, and I came up with this design, which is Spiki. And of course, that name kind of came to me super quickly because of his crazy spiky hair.
Right.
So I ran home and drew him right away so I could show my mom, and she was so excited. She's like, "Oh, he's so cute." But then I felt like Spiki kind of needed a friend. So then the next, almost about a good year went by, and I just started doodling and drawing on my folders, and I came up with Alien, which is the purple guy, and now they are best friends. So I always wanted them to become more, and they've been a story, and I've been drawing them everywhere that I go and on everything that I could get my hands on, and that's kind of how they started.
So how long ago did you write the first book, The Adventures of Spiki and Alien, A Visit to Funtopia?
So the first book was released last September, and then, last November.
Okay.
And then the second book I've been working on, that one just got released this past November.
Okay, so this is a long time in the making.
Sure is.
And you actually brought some things in because the whole family kind of got involved with helping you take this 9-year-old's vision and turn it to fruition however many years later, right?
Yes, it sure did. So yeah, it took me over 30-some years to get this dream and this vision, to come to fruition. And it was all like divine timing. And I always believe that when the time is right, everything will happen. And so my kids, who are now 13 and 14, but they were there to see this process, and they've been seeing me draw these characters since forever. But when you're drawing them as a child on a piece of paper, they're always a pencil on the piece of paper, so they don't really necessarily have ever had color to them. And so obviously putting them in a book, they needed to have a color. So what I did was I drew them on a piece of paper, and I gave both of my kids one of the characters and a box of crayons, and I said, go to town. So I gave my daughter this one of Alien to draw. So she picked out, or these are the colors that she chose for Alien. And then my son, these are the ones that the colors that he chose for Spiki. And we kind of all unanimously looked at them and said, these are the colors. All three of us picked, yellow for Spiki and purple for Alien. So that's how they got their colors.
Let's talk about what the actual books are about. What is the dynamic and relationship between Spiki and Alien?
So Spiki tends to be a shy character, and in the first book, he's all alone. He's sad he's all alone because he doesn't have a friend. And then Alien kind of like plops out of the sky, and all of a sudden they become two best friends, and then they start going on these adventures. It's all about encouragement and having a supportive friend around that inspires you and encourages you to kind of bring out the best in yourself.
Now, you are kind of giving something very cool to our community, an opportunity for these kids to really use their creativity and be rewarded for it. So tell us about your competition.
Yes, so I'm running a contest for kids that are 12 and under to potentially get one of their drawings or their characters into the third book of my series. So I really love to get the kids involved, no matter, you know, when I go to the Western New York schools, preschools, daycares, libraries, and they kind of all give me ideas on where to kind of go for the next adventures. And it's super fun because they just come up with these amazing ideas, and I'm like, that's great, you know? So, and they all draw. I did a creative writing unit in a Elma school last year, and one of the I guess the things that I talked about was how to create. And so I gave them some visions and some prompts on a piece of paper, and they drew some of their little characters. And I would just love to have more children be involved in this whole process. So yeah, the contest is running till the end of this month, till the 27th, and you can just send your submissions over to spikeyandalien@yahoo.com, and it's a free contest, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of the cute, you know, friends come in and see if they can be put into the third book.
And it's really cool because you've actually brought more drawings. These are, your mom has kept basically all of your works your entire life. So that just shows you parents, you can really do some things by keeping all of your kids' creations, right?
Absolutely. I have a whole folder full, but this one was just one I grabbed real quick. So this one is just a little card that I actually wrote to my uncle when he wasn't feeling so well. This is from 2019. And always put dates on the back of all of your drawings and stuff. That's been ingrained in my head since forever. Yeah, and did you want me to show some of these? I can show some of these.
You go to schools like we saw in some of your pictures, and these are actually what some students have sent you, right?
Yes, yes. So I received some thank you cards from some students. These are from Elma Primary, and oh my gosh, these just made me so happy, you guys, watching, you know, seeing these kids draw these characters that are just, I mean, look at how cute that is.
So
Isn't he adorable? It's so cute, and just watching them smile when I've finally, you know, had this dream become a reality, it really makes me so happy.
Where can people go to buy these books?
They can go to my website at 123momsquad.com. There is a link on the website that'll push you over to my publisher's website. And yeah, you can get them there.
And also, don't forget about that contest that people can get involved in. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming in. Shout out to the moms all over the world, keeping all of the creations that their kids make and hoping that one day when they grow up, they still believe in that dream and make it come true. So congratulations
Absolutely.
to you.
Thank
and you can buy your copy of The Adventures of Spiki and Alien or learn more about the author Jennifer subject fed us by heading over to her website at 123momsquad.com. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you so much, Chelsea.